Welcome into Gross Catholic High School as we have a doubleheader this evening. Girls game is up first, just underway here, 4:40 to go in this first quarter. The Cougars up 6-0 as Catholic now starting things off, the Cougars. So it was Megan Hempel who had a three-pointer earlier, as well as Savannah Sweeney, and that takes us to 6-0. The Crimson Pride still yet to go on the board. And the shot is up. It is off, rebounded. Fight for the ball on the ground. Roncalli gets the offensive rebound. Shot is up. They will let that one go out of bounds. Possession goes with the Cougars. So this will be Savannah Sweeting inbounding it to Ansley Crable. And Crable will be bringing it down past half court. Good defense there by the Crimson Pride. Now this is Ernest driving, and the senior puts it up, but fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2 free throws. 3:59 to go here in this first quarter. Cougars still up 6-0. And Ernest with the first free throw off the front of the rim. McKenna Ernest, the senior, the lone senior on this Cougar team. Second shot is up. It is good, and that increases the Cougar lead now 7-0. This is Rihanna Matthews bringing it past half court now for the Crimson Pride. Now McGill. This is Wageman who just checked in. And shot is up from Wageman, and it is off, rebounded there by the Cougars. So this is Crable, passes it down court. Thought about driving, back out now to Crable. Good ball movement here from the Cougars. Shot is up for 3, in and out of the rim. Fight for the rebound, good offensive rebound there from Ernest. Now Crable throws it inside to Ernest. Ernest puts it up off the glass and is fouled and one. She'll be going to the line. She's 1 for 2 so far on her free throws. Going to the line here with a Cougar 9-0 lead. 3:16 to go here in this first quarter from Gross Catholic High School. So she will be shooting one on the and one. Had a nice post-up bank shot. Ernest with the three-point field goal, and it is good. 10-0 Cougars lead. And that will lead to a Roncalli timeout. 3:16 to go here in this first quarter. So both teams coming in with 3 wins. Gross coming into this one 3-13 on the year, 1-5 at home. But they are coming off a 55-49 win over South Sioux City. And they have won 2 of their last 3 games, hoping to make 3 of 4 here against the Roncalli Crimson Pride. They did beat Roncalli earlier this month, 53-36. They won the rebound battle in that game, 40-37, had 10 assists in that game, and held Roncalli to only 19% from the field and 13% from three-point land. And they themselves shot 36% earlier this month when they took on the Crimson Pride. So back to action coming out of the timeout. Just over 3 minutes to go in this first quarter now. Roncalli still yet to put points on the board. This here's Matthews. Shot is out. This here's McGill, now passes out. Traffic. Miller, nice crossover dribble, throws that one to Hempel. Hempel inside to Ernest once again, and Ernest having an excellent game so far in this one. Cougars go up now 12-0, 2:34 to go in this first quarter. So Matthews bringing it across half court. Pass down low, and errant pass, Ernest comes up with it, and a jump ball called. Looks like they could have called a foul there, but they called a jump ball, so ball will go to the Cougars, and possession arrow now moves to the Crimson Pride. So Sienna Miller brings it across half court. Sienna Miller, that's to Hempel. Inside to Ernest, double teamed, Ernest gets it out. Now Hempel once again. She does have a big three-pointer in this game. Hempel down to Ernest. Ernest puts it up, and it is off the Crimson Pride, deflected. It'll stay with the Cougars. They'll be inbounding under their basket. 2:02 to go here in this first quarter. 12-0, the Cougars lead. Shot is up off the side of the rim, and it looks like a foul. So out of bounds on the Cougars, and it'll be Roncalli basketball. So now Matthews brings it across half court. Matthews passes this one out. That's McGill. McGill puts up the three, nothing but net. First points on the board for the Crimson Pride. 12-3, Cougars lead. So now so this is Sienna Miller. This is Hempel. Hempel passes this out. This is Donaldson. Donaldson trying to find someone to go with it. And Sienna Miller drives, gets called with the travel. Turnover for the Cougars. 12-3, Cougars lead. Under a minute and a half to go in this first quarter. So now Roncalli bringing it across half court. It is Vianna Matthews. She'll be the primary point guard for this team this evening. Now down low, passes that one out. Nice job recovering it by Wageman. Wageman trying to find someone to go with it. Passes it to the corner here. Back to Wageman. Now down low. This is Bolter. Wageman trying to finds another pass down low, and the foul is called on Ainsley Crable. And that will be Crable's first of the evening. Second team foul on the Cougars. First free throw's up. It is good. This is Madeline McChesney. McChesney makes the first free throw. 12-4 game now. Second free throw's up. It is good. So 12-5 now, Cougars lead. This here is Ainsley Crable. Passes it to Sienna Miller. Miller thought about driving, now throws this one out. This is Donaldson, she's open for three. Nice offensive rebound there by Crable. Sienna Miller now. At the top of the key, little crossover dribble there. Thought about driving inside, decided against it. Now passes this one off to Crable. Crable. Now the outlet pass. Donaldson driving, back out to Miller. Donaldson thought about taking the three, drives, and Donaldson gets called with the traveling violation. And it'll be Roncalli basketball here. 21.5 to go here in this first quarter. 12-5, Cougars lead. So now Matthews brings it across half court. Matthews to Wageman. Wageman trying to find someone to go with it. All she can do is throw it back to Matthews. Matthews at the top of the key. Back to Wageman outside the three-point line. And nice intercepted pass there by Anna Rice, but then Roncalli gets it right back. Three is up. It is no good, and that will do it for the first quarter where the Cougars lead 12, Crimson Pride 5. We will take a quick break, but come on back for some Cougar basketball. And we are back here at Gross Catholic High School as we prepare for the second quarter between the Cougars and the Crimson Pride. As I said, both these teams come into the evening with 3 wins on the year, but Gross trying to make it 3 out of their last 4 with the victory here tonight, and they have a 12-5 advantage. So we prepare for the second quarter. It'll be the Crimson Pride starting off with the basketball to start this second quarter, and it's Rihanna Matthews. Passes this one off to Lampy. Lampy back out to Matthews. Matthews to Lampy. Lampy at the top of the key, now throws it out to the corner. This here is McGill. Lampy now wants to drive in the paint, trying to find somewhere to go with it now. Corner 3 taken by McGill. It is off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound for Roncalli. And then Ernest with the huge steal there. And this is Hempel going the other way. Fight for the basketball, and they'll say it is off Roncalli. So it'll be the Cougars inbounding under their own basket. 7:28 to go here in this second quarter. So this is Savannah. And off the side of the rim, that was Vamaka taking a 3. Ernest puts it up off the offensive rebound. No good. So this is Rihanna Matthews. Now passes it down low. And a save attempt, but they said that Lampy stepped out of bounds, so it will be a turnover on Roncalli, Cougar basketball. Now Crable. And the pass is deflected out of bounds by Lampy. Good play on the defensive end there. So it's still 12-5, Cougars lead. 7:07 to go in this first half. Crable. Facing some tight defense, and then that one is stolen by Lampy. What a play in the steal by Lampy. And Lampy gets called with the foul.
Calls up Roncalli, number 3. Agnes Lampy, her first, team's 4th.
That is Lampy's first foul, 4th team foul on Roncalli. And Sienna Miller will check in for Ainsley Crable. So this is Sienna Miller bringing it across half court. Thought about driving, now backs it up. Now driving inside the paint, puts up a little floater, and it is good. Nice little move there by Sienna Miller. 14-5 Cougars lead, just over 6.5 in this first half. So now Matthews. Back to Matthews. Matthews wants to drive, facing some Cougar defense there. Shot is up from the paint, and foul is called.
Number 4, Savannah Sweeney, her first.
So they get Savannah Sweeney with the foul. That is the 3rd team foul on the Cougars. So McChesney, first free throw is up. It is good, so 14-6 Cougars lead here. And the second free throw is up for McChesney. That one's good, so 2 for 2 that time around on her free throws. 14-7 Cougars lead. This is Sienna Miller bringing it across half court. Miller, nice little screen set there from Ernest. And some tough defense by the Crimson Pride. Ernest sets another screen. Miller trying to find somewhere to go with it. She hands it off now to Vamaka. Vamaka, this is Hempel. Hempel driving, puts up the floater off the front of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Ernest comes up with it, and they call a jump ball. So it will stay with the Cougars off the jump ball. They'll inbound this under their end of the floor, under their basket. Hempel throws this one out to Vamaka. Vamaka. This is Miller. Now the shot is up from Hempel from the corner 3. Her second three-pointer in this game. So 2 3-pointers for Hempel. And it is 17-7 Cougars lead. Now Matthews. Shot is up, and that is good from McChesney. 17-9 Cougars lead. 5.5 to go here in this first half. Sienna Miller calling out the play. Comes off the screen from Ernest, now to Vamaka. And fight for the basketball once again, and another jump ball. This time possession arrow with Roncalli.
Ainsley Crable into the game for the Cougars.
So Ainsley Crable comes back in for the Cougars. So Matthews gets the ball once again at the top of the key, trying to find somewhere to go with it. She finds McGill. McGill wants to drive, but some stingy defense there by the Cougars. Floaters up, and a foul called there on the Cougars. Let's see who they give this one to.
Cougars. Number 10, Megan Hempel, that's her first.
So they get it on Megan Hempel. That's her first foul, fourth team foul. So each team with 4 team fouls in this late in this second quarter. 5 minutes to go here in this first half. First free throw's no good. That was from Rihanna Matthews, the sophomore. Matthews with the second free throw. Off the back of the rim. Nice rebound there from Ernest. And passes it off to Hempel, now to Crable. Crable facing some tight defense from McGill. Passes it off to Hempel. She's got 2 in this game, and that one is no good. Rebounded by Roncalli. So now Matthews, they're trying to go quick, and Matthews thought about driving, decides against it. Passes this one up to Lampy. Lampy back to Matthews. Lampy with the pump fake, throws it inside. Shot is up, in and out, and rebounded by the Cougars. So this is Hempel now going the other way. She's got 2 3-pointers in this game so far. Crable. Crable trying to find somewhere to go with it. Now passes it to Sweeney. Sweeney driving, and it is off of Sweeney, out of bounds. Turnover on the Cougars. Roncalli basketball. So 17-9, Cougars lead. 4:09 to go in this first half. Rihanna Matthews, she's been the primary point guard this entire game. Brings it across half court. Lampy back to Matthews. Haven't seen a whole lot of threes attempted by the Crimson Pride so far in this one. And they get Lillian Bolter there on the travel. So another turnover on Roncalli, and it'll be Cougars basketball. So now Crable brings it across half court. Passes this off to Vamaka. And foul called there. So they get Natalie Crable on the foul there. That's her first personal foul, 15 foul. So Roncalli now across half court. Lampy back to Matthews. This Roncalli team very patient, trying to find the right pass, trying to get back into this game. Now down by 8. Thought about driving as McGill passes it to Lampy. Now Matthews. Matthews redirecting the play. And stolen there by Ernest. She's having a great game so far in this one. Crable going the other way. Lampy. Now Crable puts up the 3. But Crable gets called with the travel. So it will be Roncalli basketball with 3:08 to go. Cougars lead 17-9.
Jada Wagner checks in for Roncalli.
So Brianna Matthews brings it across half court, the sophomore. Passes that to Wageman, back to Matthews. Lots of ball movement outside the 3-point line for this Roncalli team. But good defense on this zone by the Cougars. Matthews now to McGill. Pass it off to Wageman. Now inside. Shot is up. And a foul called on Crable. It looks like they'll get with the foul.
Fouls on the Cougars. Number 23, Ainsley Crable. Her second, team 6.
So that's the second personal foul on Ainsley Crable. 6th team foul.
Bolter at the line. 2 shots for Roncalli.
And it'll be Bolter at the line, shooting 2 for Roncalli. First free throws up and bounces, and it is no good. So Ainsley Crable will check out. Sienna Miller comes back into the game for the Cougars, who have a 17-9 lead. Bolter with the second free throw. It is good. So 17-10, Cougars lead. 2:42 to go here in this first half of action on this Friday evening from Gross Catholic High School. Hempel inside to Ernest. And it is off Ernest, out of bounds. Another turnover on the Cougars. Those turnovers have been adding up as of late here in the second quarter. So now Matthews brings it across half court. Passes this one off to McGill. Back to Matthews. Now down low. Now this is McGill, and it is airballed off the side of the glass, but out of bounds on the Cougars, so it'll stay with Roncalli. Matthews with the inbound pass, long pass. Bolter thought about driving. Now down inside to Bolter. And nice job by Lampy there. Excuse me, Hempel. Hempel passes it to Ernest. What a pass for Megan Hempel. Those two having an excellent game tonight. Find the connection there. 19-10 Cougars lead. Under 2 minutes now in this first half. So Matthews now to McGill. McGill back to Matthews. Matthews wants to drive, throws it out to Wageman. Wageman. Now McGill. Back to Matthews. The play redirected now. McGill facing the double team. This is a very good zone defense we've seen from the Cougars so far in this one. And errant pass. And Hempel comes up with it. Hempel now going the other way. Hempel puts up the layup, but it is no good. Fight for the rebound here. And Roncalli comes up with it. Roncalli has numbers. Puts up the shot off the side of the rim. Fight for the offensive rebound. And Ernest comes up with it. Nice heads-up play there by Ernest. So under a minute to go here. Sienna Miller slowing things down now for the Cougars. They're having 19-10 lead. Miller passes it off to Hempel. Hempel faces the double team. Miller's got the open lane, puts up the floater and is fouled. She'll be going to the line, shooting two.
Number 14, Lillian Bolter, her first team fifth.
So the foul called on Lillian Bolter. That's her first personal foul. Fifth team foul on the Crimson Pride. And the first free throw's up. It is good. Sienna Miller. And it will be Brooklyn Donaldson who comes in for Brooklyn Vamaka. And Zoe Raderkis comes in for Roncalli. Second free throw's up. It is good, so she hits the pair. 21-10, Cougars lead. 40 seconds to go here in this first half. Matthews calling out the play. Being patient, trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball to try to get around this tough Cougar zone defense. Now Wageman facing the double team, passes this one back to Matthews at the top of the key. McGill now driving. Thought about taking it, does not. This is Bolter. Shots up. That's from Lampy. Excuse me, from Raderkis, who just checked in. It is good. 21-12, Cougars lead. Shots up with a second left. And it is no good, and that's how the first half will end in this one between the Gross Catholic Cougars and the Roncalli Crimson Pride. So Cougars 21, Crimson Pride 12. We will take a quick break, but make sure to come back for the second half action right here at Girls Catholic High School.
There's nothing quite like the sense of belonging here at Gross Catholic High School, where you instantly fit in and it feels like family. We're a small school with big opportunities for you to pursue.
And welcome back as we prepare for the second half of action between the Girls Catholic Cougars and the Roncalli Crimson Pride. Cougars lead here 21-12. Megan Hempel had a couple big three-pointers in that first half. We saw McKenna Ernest having her way down low for the Cougars, having a great game as well. And those two have been leading the way for this 9-point lead for the Cougars. As we prepare for the second half, it will be Cougar basketball. So it will be Hempel. She inbounds it now to Ainsley Crable. Crable at the top of the key, trying to find somewhere to go with it, and passes this one off to Sweeney. Sweeney in the last game had a couple big three-pointers, takes one there, and it is off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Roncalli, and a foul, they will say, called on the Cougars.
Foul on the Cougars, number 12.
So they call it on Brooklyn Vamaka. That's her first team foul of this second half. So now Rihanna Matthews brings it across half court. Passed inside, now back to Matthews. Matthews puts up a three, in and out, and it is rebounded there by Vamaka. So now the Cougars, they want to go quick. Vamaka bringing it across half court. Crable, excuse me. Now Crable trying to find somewhere to go with it, finds Vamaka. Vamaka inside to Ernest, who puts it up, in and out, rebounded by Roncalli. So now Matthews brings it across half court, crossover dribble, passes it off to McGill, and they say McGill did step out of bounds, so another turnover there on Roncalli, Cougar basketball. So now Crable brings it across half court, directing some traffic here, trying to find an open Cougar. Now throws it down low. Ernest, a little quick footwork, and she is fouled. She will go back to the free throw line to shoot two. So that is now 3 personal fouls on Alice Cunningham. First team foul of this second half, and the first free throw is good from Ernest, 22-12 now. Cougars lead. It is Ernest who is honored pregame here, the lone senior on this Cougar basketball team. And the second free throw is no good, rebounded by Roncalli. So this is Matthews bringing it across half court. Matthews passes this one out to McGill. Shots up from McGill. Offensive rebound. Fight for the basketball, and Vamaka comes up with it. Now Vamaka brings it across half court. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Was looking for Ernest down low. Pass deflected out of bounds by Roncalli, so it'll stay with the Cougars under their own basket. Just over 6.5 to go here in this third quarter. So Sweeney, pass down low now to Vamaka, facing the double team. Able to get it to Crable, who passes it to Ernest. Ernest faces the quadruple team. Throws it out to Crable. Crable to Sweeney. Sweeney puts up another three off the front of the rim, rebounded by Hempel. And wayward pass taken by Roncalli, now going the other way. Just over 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Cougars lead 22-12. Matthews now to Lampy. And this is McGill facing that tough zone defense from the Cougars. Roncalli trying to pass around it, but facing the pressure everywhere. Jump ball, and it will stay with Roncalli. So this will be Natalie Crable who comes in for Megan Hempel. Hempel going to get a quick breather. So Matthews on the inbound for Roncalli. Passes this one off. And it is airballed, rebounded by Crable, who passes it to the other Crable. This is Vamaka facing the double team. To Crable, that's Natalie Crable. This is Sweeney. Sweeney wants to drive in the paint, puts it up. Ernest going for the offensive rebound, but it is Roncalli who comes up with it, and then a foul called on Savannah Sweeney. That is the second personal foul on Sweeney, and second team foul of the second half for the Cougars, who lead 22-12 here. 5:20 to go in this third quarter. Matthews at the top of the key. Pass down low and stolen by Ernest. Big turnover forced there by the Cougars. Here's Crable. She's going to slow things down now, try to find the right pass. And it's to Vamaka. Vamaka now down low to Ernest. Ernest having her way in the post. She is fouled once again. She's been at the charity stripe, it seems like, all night long. And she'll be going back to shoot two. So Lillian Bolter is called with her second personal foul of the evening. Ernest with the first free throw. It is off, no good. 22-12, Cougars lead. 4:53 to go in this third quarter. Second free throw's up. It is good, so 23-12. Cougars extend their lead to 11. So this is Lampy who thought about taking it. Passes it, and nice recovery there down low by McChesney. Here's McGill, thought about taking the three, back to Matthews. Matthews wants to drive, zone's not allowing it. And another wayward pass from Roncalli and another turnover for the Crimson Pride. Going the other way here. Crable, Natalie Crable, and it is off the side of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Roncalli comes up with it. Matthews now going the other way. Matthews wants to drive, puts up the floater. No foul called. Looks like she wanted the foul. So now Crable going the other way. Passes it to the other Crable. Now Ernest puts it up. And fight for the rebound, and the foul called on McKenna Ernest. That's her first personal foul of the evening, third team foul on the Cougars. 4:01 to go in the third quarter, 23-12 Cougars lead. This Cougars defense has been pretty stingy as of late. They held Roncalli to 36 points when they met last earlier in January. Matthews, nice ball movement from Roncalli, just nowhere to go down low. This is McGill, back to Matthews. Matthews now driving, and intercepted there. Turnover again for Roncalli, and then the Cougars turn it right back over. Matthews is fouled, going for the layup. Foul will be on Natalie Crable, her second personal. So it'll be Rihanna Matthews going to the line to shoot two foul shots. And the first free throw's up. It is good. So Cougars now lead by 10, 23-13. And the timeout will be taken by Coach Linda Walker. Her first timeout taken here. So that'll leave the team now with 4. Both teams with 4 timeouts. This is where Linda Walker hoping to make some adjustments. Offense been a little stagnant for both teams here to start out this second half. They're going to try to make something happen here. Coach Linda Walker, her assistants Nicole Terry, Kasten Terry, and Beth McCarthy, and the team manager Chloe Thompson. Rose coming into this one 3-13 on the year, 1-5 at home. They have won 2 of their last 3 games, trying to make it 3 of 4 with this one here. These two teams met a couple weeks ago, earlier in the January, where the Cougars won 53-36, and the Cougars won the rebound battle in that one, 40-37, and held Roncalli to a 19% field goal percentage and a 13% from 3. And you can see that Cougars zone causing some problems again tonight for the Crimson Pride. So 2 teams coming out of the timeout here. It'll be Rihanna Matthews shooting one more. Made the first free throw, trying to take it to a single-digit lead for the Cougars. And the second free throw's up. It is good. So 23-14, Cougars lead, 3.5 to go in this third quarter. Crable brings it across half court. This is Sweeney. Sweeney back to Crable. Excuse me, that's Hempel. Hempel passed that one off to Reha, who checked into the game. And this is Donaldson driving. Puts up the shot. She is fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2.
Number 2. Rihanna Matthews, her first, team's third.
So the foul called on Rihanna Matthews, her first personal, third team foul. First shot from Donaldson's up, and it spins around the rim. It is good. So 24-14 now, Cougars lead. Back up by 10. Second free throw's up, and in and out. Fight for the rebound. And it is off the Cougars, they say. And it'll be Roncalli basketball. So they did call a foul actually on Reha, her first, and the 5th team foul now for the Cougars. So this is Rihanna Matthews bringing it across half court. Passes this off to Bolter. Back to Matthews. Now Wageman. Matthews. This Roncalli team very patient, as I said earlier. Like to move the ball around, try to find the open shooter. And now pass down low. Now back outside the three-point line. Bolter back to Matthews. Matthews to Wageman. Wageman puts up the three, and nice rebound there by Donaldson. And a fight for the basketball, and a jump ball called, and possession arrow in favor of the Cougars. So it'll be Cougar basketball. 24-14, Cougars lead. Just under 2.5 to go in this third quarter. So Crable passes this one off to Hempel. Hempel. This is Sweeney. Now Donaldson to Reha, and foul called on the moving screen, it looked like.
13. Brooklyn Donaldson, her first.
So they get Brooklyn Donaldson with the foul, her first personal foul, 16 foul.
Brooklyn Vamaka, McKenna Ernest, and Sienna Miller back into the game.
So Vamaka, Ernest, and Sienna Miller check in for the Cougars. Matthews passes this one off to Wageman, puts up another three, and it is off. And rebounded there by the Cougars. Big rebound there. Now Crable to Hempel. Hempel started out the game hot from behind the arch. Haven't seen that in a little while. So this is Sienna Miller, wanted to drive. It is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. 24-14, Cougars lead. Crable being defended by Matthews. Hempel thought about taking the three, now driving on the baseline, throws it out to Sienna Miller. Crable now down low to Ernest, and they will get Bolter reaching in. That will be her third personal foul.
Lillian Bolter, her third, team's fourth.
So now Cunningham and Bolter with 3 fouls for Roncalli. They're going to have to be careful, and it will be Bolter who will go out. McChesney comes in for Bolter. So now the pass inbounded. Sienna Miller. This is Hempel, passes it out. 3-pointer up from Crable, rebounded there by Roncalli. It was Roderkus on the rebound. Wageman. Now to McGill. And this is Raderkus. Now Matthews. Passed inside Wageman, and the pass is intercepted by the Cougars, so another turnover for Roncalli. Crable thought about taking the three. Inside to Ernest. It is up, in and out, but she gets her own rebound. Fight for the basketball. She comes up with it. And over and back, they will call on the Cougars. Sienna Miller tried to save it, but the ball had crossed half court.
Jordan Wolfson checks in.
So Jordan Wolfson checking in for Roncalli. The first time we've seen her in this one, and Savannah Sweeney comes in for the Cougars. Matthews brings it across half court. Just under 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Cougars lead 24-14. Matthews wants to drive, facing that tough zone. Shot is up from Wolfson, and nice rebound there by Ernest. Vamaka passes it off to Crable, who brings it across half court. Crable facing some tough defense there from Wageman. This is Sweeney out to Hempel. Hempel puts up the three. She's got 2 in this game. Bank shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by Roncalli. 12 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. This is Wageman. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. Matthews trying to find somewhere with it. Wageman down low. Ernest comes up with it. 1 second, and that will do it for the third quarter. Gross holds on to the lead, up 24. Roncalli 14. And we are back for the fourth quarter where the Cougars lead 24-14. Both offenses a little stagnant in that third quarter. Gross scored 3 points, Roncalli 2. So now Gross going the other way, throws it down low to Ernest, puts up the shot. It is good, and McKenna Ernest having a nice game here in this one. Extends the Cougars lead to 12. This is Matthews now. No time to be patient anymore for Roncalli if they want to get back into this one. Shots up for 3. It is good. Cunningham hits the 3. 26-17 Cougars lead. So Roncalli able to cut it down to single digits now. This is Hempel. Drives around the screen from Ernest. Passes it down to Ernest facing the double team. Hempel puts up the 3. Airball. It'll go out of bounds. Roncalli basketball. So 26-17, Cougars lead, 7:12 to go in the game. Both teams with 4 timeouts here. Rihanna Matthews brings it across half court. Passes that one off to Lampy. Matthews takes her second 3 of the game. It is good. So 26-20, able to cut it down to 6. And Linda Walker will take a timeout. And probably a smart move there with Roncalli trying to climb their way back into this one. Already so far in the first just over minute in this fourth quarter, scored more points than that entire third quarter for the Crimson Pride. So 26-20, Cougars lead. Roncalli, they've lost 5 straight. And they are coming off a 17-47 loss to Duchesne. And their last victory came December 30th against Plattsmouth. And Rihanna Matthews averaging 2.9 steals a game. We haven't really seen that from her tonight. This defense hasn't shown up too much for Roncalli in this one. Alice Cunningham, she's averaging 2.1 blocks a game on the year. Haven't seen that from her either. So this is Crable, passes it off to Sweeney. Sweeney to the top of the key, passes this one to Donaldson. Donaldson now driving, passes that one out to Vomaka. Vomaka trying to find somewhere to go with it. Sweeney, Crable, now Donaldson. Donaldson being patient, trying to split open that zone of Roncalli. Sweeney to Crable, Crable to the top of the key. Donaldson, back to Sweeney. Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Crable. Now to Donaldson, 4-3 off the back of the rim. Donaldson going for her own rebound, and the Cougars able to pull down the offensive rebound. It was Sweeney who pulled it down. Sweeney now to Vomaka. Crable resetting this offense here. Now Sweeney. Pass off the hand of Crable, out of bounds, Roncalli basketball. So 5:48 to go in the game, 26-20, Cougars lead. Matthews brings it across half court. Back to Matthews. Now to the other end of the floor, McGill thought about driving it to Matthews. Matthews now driving, passes this one out, shot is up. It's from Lampy, off the side of the rim, fight for the rebound. McKenna Ernest able to pull it down. But then the Cougars give it right back. Matthews driving, puts it up, and it's a 4-point Cougars lead. 26-22, 5:15 to go here in this game. Crable brings it across half court, passes it off to Sweeney. Sweeney now to Vomaka. Vomaka wanted to go to Ernest down low, but good defense there by by Cunningham. So Vomaka hands it off to Sweeney at the top of the key. Crable thought about taking the 3, nice pump fake. Pass now to Vomaka, driving, shots up, and Vomaka's fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2. Foul on Alice Cunningham. That's her 4th personal of the game.
Alice Cunningham, her 4th, team's 5th.
So Cunningham now in some serious foul trouble, leads the team in blocks, averaging 2.1 blocks a game, and she'll be on the bench for a while. So Bolter comes in for Roncalli, and Hempel comes in for the Cougars. The second free throw's up, and it is off the back of the rim. So 26-22 score remains. Cougars up by a narrow lead of 4. Matthews driving, and she is fouled in the lane.
Cougar foul number 4. Savannah Sweeney, her third. Team
So Sweeney gets called with her third personal foul. 7th foul on the Cougars, so that's 1-1 now with Roncalli in the bonus. So Matthews shooting 1-1 here. Roncalli down by 4. First free throw's up, it's good. So she'll get an opportunity to shoot another here. 4:42 to go in the game. Cougars up by 3. Now up by 1 possession. Lead was as much as 12 earlier in the game. Matthews misses the second, and Hempel able to pull down the rebound. Now Vamaka thought about going quick, slows it down. Now passes it off to Ernest. Ernest puts up the shot off the side of the rim. Roncalli with the rebound. Matthews now going the other way. Brings it across half court. Passes this one off to McChesney. And nice defensive play there by Vamaka, and a foul call.
Calls on Roncalli number 15. Madeline McChesney, her first team.
So foul called on McChesney. First personal foul on McChesney. 6th team foul. So Gross not quite in the bonus yet. One more foul on Roncalli, and they will be in the bonus. This is Sienna Miller bringing it across half court. Hempel trying to throw it down low to Ernest, and it is out of bounds. Another turnover on the Cougars. And with that, Linda Walker will take another timeout, 30-second timeout. 3 remaining for the Cougars. They have a 3-point lead in this one. As I said, it was as much as 12 earlier in the game. Now down to 1 possession, 4:10 to go here in this game. Both teams trying to make it 4 wins on the year. Gross coming into this one 3-13. Roncalli 3-10. As I said, Roncalli, they've lost 5 straight. Trying to avoid making it 6. Find themselves down by 3 here. So coming out of the timeout, it will be Roncalli basketball. So Matthews bringing it down the court for the Crimson Pride. Back to Matthews. There's that patience once again from Roncalli. Linda Walker shouting out directions, and foul called on Roncalli. And they get Lillian Bolter for her 4th personal foul. So now Bolter and Cunningham both with 4 personal fouls. Sienna Miller brings it across half court. Shot is up, and another foul called on Roncalli. Looks like they got Lampy there for her second. So Gross now in the bonus. That was a shooting foul. Sienna Miller will be shooting 2 here. First free throw's up from Miller, and it is good. So 27-23, Cougars lead. 3:47 to go in the game. These are some big free throws here. Sienna Miller with her second. It is good. It hits both of them. So 28-23, lead now for the Cougars by 5. 3:47 to go. Matthews brings it across half court. Sienna Miller guarding Matthews. Passed off there to McGill. Back to Matthews. Matthews now to Wageman. There's that tough defense from Sweeney. Good D by Sweeney. The shot is up. That was from Bolter, who's got 4 fouls. Fight for the ball. And a foul called on Sienna Miller. He's not happy with that call. Coach Walker wanted the jump ball. First personal foul on Sienna Miller. 8th team foul now on the Cougars. So this will be Matthews shooting 1 and 1 once again. Matthews, first free throws up, off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound, Ernest comes up with it. So 28-23 Cougars lead, under 3.5 now in the game. Miller trying to find somewhere to go with it. Now driving, open lane, shots up by Miller, rebounded by Roncalli. It was Bolter who was able to fall down the rebound. This is Matthews, she wants to go quick, and she is fouled by Sienna Miller. So 2 quick personals called on Miller.
Number 3, Sienna Miller, her second, team's 9.
So 9 team fouls now on the Cougars. So it'll be Matthews returning to the charity stripe to shoot 1 and 1. Missed the first of the 1 and 1 last time she was at the line. This one's up, and it is off. Vamaka going for the rebound, and Crable able to pull it down. And foul called, and they get McChesney on the foul. That's her second personal foul. 9th team foul now on Roncalli. So now this will be Ainsley Crable shooting 1 and 1 for the Cougars. So Wagman checks back in for Roncalli, the lone freshman on the team. And the free throw's off. It is off off the Cougars, so it'll be Roncalli basketball. 28-23 Cougars lead, 2:57 to go in the game. Matthews passes this one off to Wagman. And wayward pass, and over and back, called on Roncalli, Cougar basketball. So it'll be Lampy who checks back in. Wagman goes out. So Sweeney trying to find somewhere to go with it. Facing some tough defense from Matthews. This is Hempel. Hempel driving. Nice job keeping the ball away from Roncalli. Vamaka trying to find somewhere with it. Finds Ernest. Ernest in the lane. Puts up the shot. It's good. And 1. Ernest going back to the line to shoot 1 off the 2-point basket. Nice play from Ernest. Starting to come back alive here in this 4th quarter with the and 1. So 30-23 Cougars lead, 2:26 to go. And the free throw is good, so it's a 3-point play for McKenna Ernest. 31-23, 8-point lead for the Cougars. 2:23 to go in the game. Matthews thought about taking the 3, passes this one out. This is McGill, thought about driving, back to Matthews at the top of the key. Matthews to McGill, now down low. And the ball's deflected, Roncalli able to keep it. This is Lampy, facing the double team to Matthews. Matthews puts up the 3, off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound for Roncalli. Shots up from McGill, rebounded by Vamaka, and a foul called on Roncalli. So now the Cougars in the double bonus. They'll be shooting 2. So 3rd personal foul on Lampy. 10th team foul on Roncalli. So this will be Vamaka shooting 2. First free throw's up. It is good. That's a big free throw there. 32-23 Cougars lead. 1:53 to go in the game. So Wagman checks back in for Roncalli. The second free throw's up. It is good. 10-point lead for the Cougars with 1:52 to go. Matthews going the other way now. Passes this one off. Wagman puts up the 3. It is good. 33-26. So Roncalli will call the timeout. So they have 3 timeouts remaining, 2 for the Cougars. So 33-26 Cougars lead, 1:44. As I said, after this one, it'll be the boys team taking on this same Roncalli squad right here at Gross Catholic High School. Big timeout here for Linda Walker. Opportunity for her to make the necessary adjustments. Getting ready to go on the offensive end. Good crowd on hand here at Gross Catholic High. And we have a 7-point game on our hands with the Cougars up 33-26. So both teams now coming out of the timeout, minute 44 to go. Both teams trying to go to 4 wins on the season. So the ball will be inbounded for the Cougars under the Roncalli basket. And Roncalli will be doing the full court press here. This is Ernest facing the double team, tries to pass around it, gets her own deflected pass, and Sweeney now. And this is where Gross is going to be patient here. This is high school basketball, no shot clock. You can hold it as long as you want, but the ball is stolen there by Roncalli, and then Ernest tries to steal it right back. Roncalli holds on to it. Matthews trying to find somewhere to go with it. Shot is blocked by Hempel, and now going for the deflected pass. It is Hempel who comes up with it. Both teams turning it over, and Hempel gets called with the travel. So Cougars remain in the lead, 33-26, minute 12 to go here in the game. No time to be patient here for the Roncalli. They're trying to climb their way back into this one. So now Roncalli puts up the 3. It is good. That was McGill who put it up, and it is a 4-point Cougar lead. So Roncalli takes another timeout. They're down to 2 now in the game. Big timeout for both teams here. Minute 4 to go in the game. Cougars lead by a narrow margin, 33-29. Once again, these two teams met earlier in January, where the Cougars were able to pull off the big victory in that one, 53-36. Won the rebound battle in that, 40-37. This one, a different story. Very low-scoring game. Both defenses have shown up in this one, and it's a 33-29 Cougar lead. Both teams coming out of the timeout. Make sure you stay tuned for an exciting finish here in this one. 1:04 to go. Crable on the inbounds pass. Got to get it in. Sienna Miller comes up with it, and timeout called by the Cougars. They'll be left with 1 left. So it's a 30-second timeout. So it will be a full timeout, they're saying now. Cougars down to 1 timeout in the game. Minute 2 to go here in this one. An exciting game. We saw the Cougars up by as much as 12 earlier in the game. Both defenses came to play in the third quarter. And it has been the Crimson Pride who have been able to climb their way back here in the fourth quarter, down by 4, minute 2 to go. Both teams drawing up some plays on the boards. The full court press last time on the inbounds, had to call that timeout. Only 1 timeout remaining in this game. So now the inbounds pass from Crable finds Ernest. Ernest passes it down court to Sweeney. Sweeney wants to hold on to it here. And a foul called there on Lampy. That'll be her 4th. So Lampy, Cunningham, and Bolter all with 4 fouls for the Crimson Pride. Crable shooting 2. Shots up off the front of the rim, no good. So now Rolfson and Wagman both come back in for Roncalli. Second shot's up. Off. And fight for the rebound. Vamaka going for it. Roncalli ends up with it. And it's 2-on-2 here going the other way. They'll wait for the numbers to come back. 45 seconds to go. Matthews driving. No good off the layup. And foul called on Roncalli.
Roncalli foul number 2, Brianna Matthews, her second.
So second personal foul on Matthews. And it'll be the Cougars shooting 2. It'll be Vamaka going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw's up, it's no good. So lead still 4 for the Cougars, 33-29, 41 seconds to go here in the game. Second free throw's up, off the back of the rim, now rebounded by Roncalli. Going the other way, this is Matthews, 35 seconds. Rolfson passes this one off to Wagman. Wagman trying to find somewhere to go with it. They got to get a shot up. They put it up off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Vamaka. Big rebound there. 21 seconds. Crable. They got to get it across half court though. Crable able to get it across half court. 11 seconds. 10 seconds. And the foul called on Matthews, her third.
Matthews, her third.
So 9 seconds to go in the game. Cougars lead 33-29. First free throw being taken here. This is Sienna Miller. She hit both of them last time up at the charity stripe, and I jinxed her there on that one. It is off. Second free throws. It is up, and it is good. So 34-29. Matthews, they got to go quick. It's 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will do it. The Cougars able to hold on to the lead, and they pull out the victory here to make it 3 out of their last 4. They go to 4-13 on the year. Roncalli will now have lost 6 straight. They'll go to 3-11 on the season, and they fall here in this one. I will take a quick break here, but make sure and come on back for the boys basketball action, taking on the Roncalli Crimson Pride right here at Gross Catholic High.